OutSource.net.
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is just going to be a quick guide for anyone who's having trouble removing the new game on Game Pass called the Anacrusis. So if you've installed it, played it, didn't like it, or just got tired of it, and you try to uninstall it from the Xbox app using the standard option, and it removes from the app, but it doesn't remove from your drive. So if you open up your drive, go to somewhere you've installed it, and you notice that you've still got Windows apps, and the amount of space, I think it's 16 gig, didn't get restored. This will show you a couple of ways how to get it back. Now, they don't always work, and it's different for a lot of games. Some games it works for, some it doesn't. But I'll go through all of them anyway, so just work your way through the list and you should solve the problem. So, the first one to do is go into Settings, then go to System, then go to Storage, and click Temporary Files. Once you've done that, you will see an option here called Delivery Optimization Files. So, if you've uninstalled the game, and you've still got the data used or the space on your drive used, you should notice this will be quite high. So essentially, just make sure it's ticked. Just double check everything else. You can clear it while you're here. Downloads, you might not want to, so just leave that unticked. But ultimately, it's all up to you. Just make sure Delivery Optimization Files is ticked. Then click Remove Files. And when you go back and check your storage location, in File Explorer, you should notice you've got the space back. Now that doesn't always work. So if that doesn't work, there's another option you can use. If you've got it on a secondary drive or a secondary partition, you can essentially right click and format the drive. So basically this here, that'll wipe it off completely. That's probably the best option because it's 100% successful, but not everyone's going to be able to do it. I purposely make sure I only have my Game Pass games on a separate drive because this happens quite often with quite a lot of games. So the next option to try is changing ownership of the Windows apps file. So if you try to delete this file or try to access it or anything, you'll get this error. If you click continue, it'll just keep going. So you can attempt to change the ownership of this file. I haven't had this work all that often, but a lot of people say it does work for them. So just right click on it, go to Properties, go to Security, click Advanced. Here, click Continue, and you essentially want to give yourself full access. So just here you'll see the owner, Trusted Installer. Click Change, Advanced, and search for your ID. So just click Find Now and select yourself from the list. Once you've done that, just double click on it. It'll change to you. You'll become the new owner. Just make sure you click Replace Owner Sub Containers and Objects as well. Click Apply, and you should be able to clear the drive. Obviously I'm not going to do this because mine's actually working for a change, so I'm not going to change something that's working already. So once you've changed that over to your permissions, you can go back in and delete the Windows apps folder. If you've got a lot of games on Game Pass and you don't want to re-download them, you can just go into the Windows apps folder and delete the ones specific to the Anacrusis or other games you want to remove. Another thing people are having trouble with is updating games. The Anacrusis is another game. So if you're having this issue, just open the Microsoft Store, go to Library down in the bottom left, then go to Games, and it will list all the games here. So if it doesn't automatically update from the Game Pass app, you can find it in here, and it will be in the top section if there's an update available, and you'll essentially just click Update and it will manually update. But that's the best way to update if you're not getting an automatic update. So that works for any games from Game Pass. except EA games from memory. You'll have to go do those through the EA Games app. Alternatively, if you have a laptop and you've only got C drive, once you've fixed this, the best option is to split your drive into a partition. So just Google online how to do it, and then I would set aside maybe 150 gig or 120 gig. Then you can essentially just keep your Game Pass games on there. If you have a problem, right click on it and format it. Then you don't have to worry about chasing delivery optimization and all the other stuff. Anyway, that's it for this guide. I hope that helps solve the problem. It seems to happen for a lot of Game Pass games. Ultimately, the formatting option is the best method. The other ones do work, but not for every game and not successfully all the time. People seem to have trouble with it continually. Anyway, if you found that useful, just like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.